Scotland's countryside is undeniably picturesque, but what's more disputed is who owns it and how much of it.
Very few people own a very large proportion of Scotland's land. And that means that individuals are potentially in very powerful positions.
Anders Holk Paulfson is the UK's largest private landowner, with over 200,000 acres in Scotland, including the Glenfeshie estates in the Cairngorms. The Scottish Land Commission, which provides recommendations to ministers, says new proposals will help owners protect the environment.
There are, of course, as in all walks of life, a small proportion of landowners who are in fact just selfish individuals. But selfish individuals can do an awful lot of harm if those individuals own large scalps of land. Where somebody owns a large piece of land and is not behaving in the public interest and not making the most of that land for the benefit of Scotland's people, there are measures in this consultation to deal with them.
So what are the plans? They include a public interest test for transfers of large-scale land holdings, anything over 3,000 hectares, a requirement on owners to give prior notice of any intention to sell, and a requirement on those seeking land-based subsidies to have the land registered in the Land Register to ensure transparency.
Scotland's uniquely unfair patterns of land ownership, where large swathes of our country are owned by a few individuals. Tackling that would go a long way to continuing Scotland's land reform journey.
Scottish Land and Estates, which represents a number of rural businesses, says some of the plans are complex and need to be discussed in more detail.
We have some concerns around definitions and concentrated ownership in terms of how that is defined, how we identify these issues based on evidence. So there's some concerns there. But consultations is a good thing, and in terms of transparency, we're very strongly in favour of transparency of ownership. So we've no issues in that respect.
A charity which advocates communities owning land has helped draft the public consultation.
It is the people of Scotland's land ultimately that we're talking about here, and we need to make sure that Scotland's land actually delivers benefits for everybody in Scotland in a fair, just way and in an environmentally sustainable way as well.
The consultation will close in September and help form a bill to be introduced next year. Callum Clark, STV News.